hit that time.
Really?
Action.
Hi, I'm Jose Miranda. This is Latinos on the Move. As family, we're at a great smoke shop here in Kissimmee, and I'm being joined by the mayor of the town, who is a adamant cigar smoker, and we're here at what's Fabio's
Don Pancho Cigars.
Don Pancho Cigars on Main Street.
Main Street.
Okay, and we'll have his phone number and stuff that you can at the bottom of the screen, so that you can get the information. Okay, so hey man, thank you.
Always a pleasure.
You know, this is great. This is like home.
It is.
Okay, so I love coming here. It's a relaxing place, and we get to interact and just be individuals, you know, without having to be very formal. So, and I'm glad that you dropped in.
Always.
And this is your spot.
This is my home away from home. This
Okay.
is when I need some relaxing time
Yeah.
in between meetings. I always come here,
Right.
have a nice cup of coffee, and enjoy a cigar. And I get to sit down and talk to a lot of the people in the community. They all come here.
Yeah.
So we get to talk and
Yeah, that's like,
talk
because
about-
we were in here the other day. We spoke to
Yeah.
Al, right?
Yeah.
And that was great. And he's a comedian, I think. you
Al's
said
a
it?
comedian. Yeah.
Okay, so I was great. I mean, when I left here, I was telling people, I said, this is the place to be. This is our version of the barbershop.
It is. Yes.
Okay, we're not
Yeah.
cutting our hair, but we're talking about factual things.
Yeah.
So your town is growing, and I love it. I mean, every time I pass by or go through, it's changing. And you were telling me about some new Latino restaurants or restaurants that are expanding here.
Mhm.
How is it? Is it because the population is growing and everything else?
So the population is growing, and so the need is there. So it's neat when you see small restaurants, mom and pop owners that open up and they become successful
Right.
because they're catering to the community,
Sure.
and that's what they look for.
Yeah.
Majority of the locals, they know of the big restaurants, but they enjoy, like if we were back in our own
Yeah, like mom and
our own
pop.
place,
Yeah,
mom and pop
yeah.
restaurants, and they see their friends there,
Sure.
the local people from the community. So you're starting to see more and more opening up.
Right. It's our version of Cheers. I'm getting right.
Yeah,
Where
it
everybody
is.
knows your name.
It is,
and
it
you
is,
know,
it
you know,
is.
So I
Yeah.
think it's great. And I love the fact that, and I know people will say we're smoking and you shouldn't smoke, but it's such a relaxing entity that it is, you know, because it forces you, and I always tell somebody, it forces you to relax.
It does. It does.
Because it's not like,
No,
you know.
no, and you don't inhale cigar smoke either. So this is a place where you sit down and you have an hour, hour and a half to just relax, have good conversations,
Yeah.
and just have a good time. And this is part of our heritage.
Right.
As Latinos, this is part of our heritage.
Right.
Whether it be in Puerto Rico, Cuba, in any of our islands,
Yeah.
we were raised around cigars, and it's
Tobacco,
nice to
yeah.
continue that heritage that we have.
Switching a little bit to the politics and stuff, I know you are helping to grow a medical city here and stuff like that. How's that progressing for you?
So we have in Kissimmee, off of Central Avenue, we created our own medical district.
Right.
And so right now we have economic development dollars put aside to attract medical companies to move into the area. The goal is to bring not only new companies to the area, but these companies are creating new jobs in the medical industry,
Right.
better salaries, and that's the goal of Kissimmee. Is every companies that we try to attract to Kissimmee is to create a new workforce.
Okay.
Give our people new opportunities where they don't have to depend on the hospitality industry jobs that much.
Right.
With that minimum wage, these are more career. And as we see more people move into Kissimmee, we see a lot of those people that are professionals. From the island of Puerto Rico, there's a lot of professionals that come in,
Right.
and we want to make sure that not only that they move and live here in Kissimmee, but we want them to have an opportunity and work in their professions here in Kissimmee. So that's the targets that we have
Yeah.
of jobs to bring in, companies to bring in.
And these are jobs that you're not necessarily that you're depending on the government to provide. You're providing it.
Correct, and so our goal is we attract them here, as the city grows, and they grow with the city. In Kissimmee, we're a little bit different how we give our economic development assistant.
Right.
They actually have to do what they tell us they're going to do before we jump in to assist them in any type of fundings that
Nice.
they qualify for. So our goal is create the jobs, create those salaries that we're looking for,
Right.
and it's usually a little bit over the 100% of the normal wage.
Okay.
And those are companies that we target. Not too long ago, we had a new medical doctor's office that came in by Florida Hospital,
Okay.
and this lady, Hispanic, very successful. She opened her doors, and we're very happy that she's there. And we're getting some more doctors and other companies to come in also in the medical industry.
Great. I think that's awesome, and it's attracting people.
Mm-hmm.
And in the town, like I said, the town is growing. It's also changing from what people used to think about it or stereotype it before, because it's changed.
Well, Kissimmee, you know, we say that Kissimmee is open for business, and we mean it.
Right.
We want to make sure that people understand that Kissimmee has a beautiful heritage, and we preserve that heritage. We were known as, cattle country and cowboys,
Right.
and so
You still got some cowboys here.
and we love that. That's us. That's
Yeah.
our heritage here in Kissimmee.
Yeah.
So we look forward to respect that. Looking forward to moving to the future and bringing other type of opportunities, other type of lives for our residents here.
How do people get a hold of you or your office to find out more information about Kissimmee?
So they contact City Hall. They can request a meeting with our Economic Development Director.
Okay.
She can sit with them and explain everything that we're doing, companies that we're targeting for the growth of Kissimmee.
Nice. Okay. I'll switch to something again. Going back to the food kind of stuff like that. You were telling me about some of the Spanish restaurants here.
Yep.
And the foods. And our foods are colorful, different. What restaurants do you think more typify Kissimmee?
So, to reflect our community, we have many restaurants from all over.
Right.
Right down the street from us here at the Cigar Shop, we have Miguelo's.
Okay.
Great Puerto Rican restaurant, great food. Miguelo is the owner and he's the chef. Then down the street in downtown, we have Buchito's Cafe, which is the owners he's Cuban, she's Mexican, and they bring that flavor
Sure.
of the islands, of Cuban sandwiches and regular
Nice.
sandwiches. And we have many other restaurants, Venezuelan restaurants right off of the corridor. We have Dominican restaurants off the corridor. And so we have restaurants here that it kind of mimics what our community is.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is that you go there and you see the people from our community eating there, and you'll have a Miguelos, you'll have Venezuelans eating, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans,
Yeah.
in Buchito, you see the same thing.
With no arguments, with no this
Everyone's
sport,
sitting down,
Yeah.
enjoying a good meal, a good conversation.
Yeah.
And the same thing that you see here at Don Pancho's. You
Yeah.
see people here from all over.
And it's great. I mean,
And
the
you
fact
come
that
here, you sit down, you
You-
enjoy a cigar, we start
Right.
a conversation.
we talk politics, we talk religion, we talk
Politics,
health.
religion, joke around, and
Yeah.
we don't take anything serious. Everything
Right.
is it's just to enjoy yourself and
Yeah.
have a great time. We have a lot of people that come from Europe here,
Yeah.
and to Don Pancho Cigars, that they follow Don Pancho Cigars. So a lot of tourists that come here and buy their cigars before they go back home. So
Right.
it's a great place.
Jose, listen, man. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
You're lonely.
All right, my friend.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that very much. Okay. We're Latinos on the movement. We'll be back at you.
Say it to me, say it right there. Hold on. Say it in this camera.
This has been Latinos on the Move. We'll be right back at you.
Okay.
You can push it.